Anin, Buju, Ninsa Makadebanise. Hi, Jamie here. I'm going to take a little bit of time to talk about the full moon for October 20th, 2021. I'm just getting us a smudge going. And for you. All right. So for this full moon, I've heard several different names. I will share the name that I've heard and the teaching that's associated with it. So I've heard of the name the Hunter's Moon. The animals have spent all spring and summer trying to fatten up for the winter so that they'll make it, so that they'll survive. And us people are doing that too. We're harvesting all the foods and medicines that we'll need over the winter, and we'll be hunting those animals as well to build up those food stores for the winter. I've heard of the name the Blood Moon, and that is thought that it could be the fact that we're spilling the blood of those animals, while some people say it's because of the colors of the leaves changing from green to often red. Although in Manitoba I feel like we see more yellow than we see red, but it's always nice to see the different colors of the leaves changing. I've heard of the name Dying Grass Moon, and just as the name implies, those grasses are dying out as they've grown all summer and we're heading into that colder weather, and now they're going to stop growing. I've heard the name the Travel Moon or the Traveling Moon, and that refers to migratory patterns in animals and even people. So the monarchs have already gone down south, and the geese are starting to fatten up as much as they can before they make that migratory pattern. And even considering people, so if we lived up in the mountains, we would come down. We had different wintering grounds, so places where we knew that if we stayed here, we'd have access to water, we'd have access to, still some hunting, some trapping and stuff. And we had those places that we used to go to, and it was just known that we did that because we wintered better when we were in those areas. I've heard of the name the Blanket Moon, and that happens to be, I think, my favorite teaching for this moon, and that's the fact that that standing nation, that tree nation, has all spring, all summer has grown these beautiful leaves, and as the weather starts to get colder, they start to change and they start to fall, and that's like blanketing Mother Earth with this blanket of a riot of colors. And it's a teaching that, as Indigenous people, we try and do that with our people. We make that offering, that blanket, because we want to wrap you up and just love you up and show that loving, caring, and kindness to each of our people that we come into contact with. Those are the different names of the moons that I've heard so far. One fun thing that we have happening is the Orinoid meteor shower. It's going to peak tomorrow night at about 2 a.m. Unfortunately, the full moon will affect some opportunity to be able to see it as clearly as we might is if it was a new moon and the sky was dark. But ideally, if you're able to get away from the city lights, and if the sky is clear with any luck around that time, you'll see about 20 meteors per hour. And that's because Earth is actually passing through Halley's Comet, the debris field, and that's what's causing those beautiful shooting stars in our skies in the next days. So that's all I have to share with you today. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I wish you happy stargazing. See you again.